Friends, many times it happens that when I am talking about such ghosts, I always think which world I am talking about, like which different world is settled among us, but we can never see them with our eyes. But still people will say that it means a person who has to be very sad. Then that thing is not that thing is impossible, for that you do not need to go to the cemetery. Ouija board is a board through which you can contact those people who live in another world. I am not talking about aliens, I am talking about spirits. But friends, this is not a child's play. It also has some rules, or this rule is not like a Monopoly game or a chess game. If you break the rules, then you will actually see its consequences in your real world. People who break the rules do not get good. Let me tell you a story today. The story of a person who is very much connected with this video board and this world of ghosts. But the story of this video could have come after playing the board. All came but couldn't leave it. Welcome to another case of the most dangerous psychological disorders. I have made such a series on me. We are going to talk about it, which is very different. Like you will listen. It is very mysterious, psychological, and there is a bit of horror in it too. You will enjoy listening a lot. But now this video. Before we start, subscribe this channel to watch more such horror, mysterious and historical videos. Now this story begins. This story begins from an Airbnb in Uti when a boy named Alok went to visit there with some of his friends, and these people used to live in Nasik and now they are living in Uti. Just like this vacation. Now it is their last day. Last night was there. Now I have to spend some time in the lake. The whole trip is over. We had a lot of fun. Everything was very good. Like it was a good trip. Like it was a good stay, although everything is fine, but one thing that does not change their life forever changes it forever. There came a time, like I told you. He was saying that I am getting very bored. The trip is over. What to do now? Then after that, Nishant, who was his other friend, said that let's do one thing. We talk about ghosts. Then he said no, we do not talk about ghosts. We will go a little further to the next step. Then after that, one of his friends, whose name was Ayush, said that at most what will we do in the next step? We will play hide and seek in the dark. It will be very scary. Then Nishan said absolutely not. Then he took out a Ouija board from his bag. Seeing it, everyone got a little scared. Some people did not know what is Ouija board. They said that Nishan said this with the help of which we can contact the world of ghosts and spirits, and when I came to know that a woman has died nearby, then why don't we talk to her soul, Alok and Ayush? And all the members of the group were very scared of each other. Some people said this, everyone was ready to play. Nishan had set the Ouija board very well and told everyone the rules that we will play here. We will not go to any cemetery or play in any such dangerous place because it can be very scary there and we can be in danger. But right now we will sit here and play because someone has died nearby. Now those people were sitting there and trying to play. Alok, Nishant, Ayush and his other friends were trying to play, but he had already made a rule that no matter what happens, this circle that we have made, no one will break it. First we have to say goodbye on the Ouija board. Only then can someone get up from here, or we can break this chain. And everyone agreed that yes, we will not break this chain at all. We will not get up at all. 2 hours passed. Nothing was happening. Even Alok was saying that, brother, what is this nonsense? This is a game. Nothing is happening here. Nishant was keeping a lot of patience inside himself. Everyone, suddenly there was a little movement in the board. That board started moving a little. After the commotion, Alok got very scared and he stood up in fear, and he felt as if a spirit was wandering around him, and as soon as he stood up, he felt that whatever was around him was trying to get inside him, and then he fainted there. When Alok woke up from unconscious state, all his friends were sitting around him and suddenly woke him up. He apologized and said that I should not have broken the circle, etc. I don't know what happened to me, but one thing I want to say is that whatever happened last night, after all that, my body is in a lot of pain. His friends started looking at each other and then looking at him said that, look, apart from the joke, it is time for us to leave now. We should leave now. Now they all left for Nashik from Uti, and they reached there too, but during the whole journey, when he was seeing that Ayush was keeping a very close eye on Alok. So whenever they used to get down for a break or whatever, whenever he used to look at Alok, he used to feel that he is walking like a woman. It doesn't look like Alok. It looks like his gait has become exactly like a woman. How is this possible? They were also making fun of that thing, but Alok was not able to understand. He was saying that, hey, I am just roaming around like this, yeah. I walk like this. Okay. They all had just reached Nashik. After reaching there, everyone said that we are getting very bored. We have come early in the morning. We will do one thing. We will meet in the evening around night, and on top of that we will also calculate the entire trip. How much to give to whom? How much to take from whom? Okay. All the friends met, but Alok did not come. Everyone called him. He did not receive a single call. Some days passed. No one had any contact with Alok, and after that suddenly one day Ayush got a random call, and this call was from Alok's mother. Alok's mother was saying on the phone that come quickly. This Alok is not behaving like Alok. He is behaving differently. Come home quickly. Ayush was stunned. He immediately ran towards his house, and as soon as he reached his house he was surprised. He saw that all his family members and all Alok's family members were standing on one side. And on the other corner he saw Alok sitting quietly in the corner, but he was not wearing his clothes. He was wearing women's clothes, and he was crying. He was repeating the same thing again and again, that I am dead. How did I come here? Who am I? Where am I? He was saying all these things. Alok's words were not understandable. His parents were saying that he is behaving as if he is not Alok, and his words do not stop here. At midnight when we are sleeping, that Alok comes to our room and starts shouting, starts crying and says, "Mother, save me. This strange thing has settled in my body and is not coming out from here. I can feel its pain." Then slowly Ayush started understanding what they were talking about. What is this thing? What is happening? Actually, Ayush had understood from Alok. Ayush went to Alok and said, "What are you doing? Do you know who Alok is?" Then Alok shouted that, "Alok, this is not me. I am the woman with whom you guys were teasing while playing that Ouija board. I am the same woman. I live in her body now." Saying all this, Alok ran away to another room. Then Ayush said that maybe it is our mistake that we started playing all these games, and today it is getting difficult to digest all this. He left the house and got defeated by all these things. He started telling all his friends about this, that Alok is no longer Alok. He has changed. A different kind of ghost has started living in his body. It is very scary to live around him. Then after that, Nishan also heard his words. He said that now I have to do something. I started all this, but before his friends could do anything, Alok's mother started taking Alok to different babas, as if all ghosts, spirits are like mad people who exorcise evil spirits. The doctors were taking him to a baba who treated him, but nothing was working there as well. Nishan's uncle was a psychologist, and when Nishan went to his house, he told him about Alok's conditions. After listening to the whole story, his uncle said that he wanted to meet Alok once at any cost, and friends. When both of them met, Alok was again behaving like a woman. He was crying and shouting a lot after seeing all this. Nishan's uncle understood what was actually happening with Alok. Then he said, "Take my card and send Alok to my clinic from tomorrow. We want to do some sessions." The whole family was scared that some spirit has entered Alok's body which is not coming out, as if some ghost is helping him. But still Nishant's uncle was fully confident that Alok is not suffering from any of these. He is going through a mental illness which can be cured anytime. Then after that he started doing sessions with him. Alok used to come to him, started doing sessions in his clinic, and now finally Nishant's uncle, who was a psychologist, he announced in Alok's house that actually, "Your son has a mental illness. The name of this disease is borderline personality disorder." What happens in this, friends, when a person gets very nervous, then he gets very scared, and after that he incorporates a different personality inside him, due to which he starts behaving like a different person. And friends, something similar happened when Nishant, who was his friend, was warning everyone not to do this, do not do that. At that time he got very scared and he felt that it was nearby, and after leaving his hand, the first person who would be there would have this in his body, the thing will go, and since he was the first person who let go of the hand, this memory remained in his mind. When he woke up from the unconscious state, he felt that now a soul has entered his body, and now he started behaving in the same way while he did not know anything about all those things. What is that woman? Who is she? How is she? He did not know anything. He just started behaving like a woman, really. Friends, the rest of the things did not work. The babas did not work. Whatever happened was done by a psychologist. That is why I am saying this in this whole series. That is, before taking advice from any baba, take advice from a psychologist. He will do your work more easily, and if nothing is working, then you should go to the babas. And then before ending this video, I would like to tell you that even today there are many people in our country, India, who feel that there is a shadow of ghosts on them, etc., etc. Those people go to Mahandapa Balaji temple. But friends, there is one thing, before doing anything, Before going to any barber, you should think once that there is a separate place for this in science which can solve this thing very soon, but still you people keep going to such barbers who keep extorting money from you, keep making you do different kinds of tricks, and in the end nothing happens because you can also have a mental illness for which the barbers do not have a cure. Barbers can only cure ghosts and spirits, not mental illness. Be careful of these things because they can happen to anyone at any time. Thank you.